I'm on a journey to become the most proficient music producer I can be, so I'm making every hip-hop subgenre. Before we get started, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out. Make sure you're notified of them when they drop. Let's see what we're doing today. Today's subgenre is jazz rap. Okay, I'm sort of familiar with jazz rap. I've listened to a bit of it. Jazz is not a genre that I've really produced, so this will be a bit of a challenge. I think I can nail this one down pretty well, but we'll see. I'm gonna go do some more research, some more listening, and then we'll be back to make a beat. Jazz rap is, of course, a blend of jazz and rap. We can go all the way back to the late 80s when hip-hop groups started sampling jazz records like De La Soul, Gang Starr, Tribe Called Quest. All were heavily influenced by jazz records. As we move on, we can take it to the late 90s. Then we get the Soulquarians, artists like Erykah Badu, Common, Questlove, D'Angelo, all very jazz-influenced, but in a more neo-soul type of way. And as it's evolved, we've even got jazz players coming into the hip-hop space. People like Robert Glasper, Terrace Martin, even Thundercat playing bass on a lot of prominent hip-hop records like To Pimp a Butterfly and a lot of Mac Miller's catalog. Jazz rap is really just that, a blend of jazz and rap. And over the years, how it's evolved and grown, we're seeing more and more crossover, and especially now just blending of styles where there's less defined genres and more blurred lines between what's jazz and what's rap, and the space between them where they meet up. Let's try and make something. I've got this progression drawn in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, select it all, functions, and go to MIDI transform, humanize. And then I'm going to crank these up quite a bit. And that just moves everything. So that'll move it this much plus or minus in the position. It'll move it this much plus or minus 14 by the velocity, and plus or minus 34 in the length. So then instead of everything being right on the grid, you know, it's all a little off. And then just because everything's overlapping, then I'm going to shorten it all. Because if someone was actually playing this, then they'd have to move their hands between chords. So there'd be that little gap. Let's hear what that sounds like now that it's all. Well, let's make sure it didn't move it before the measure starts either. Sometimes it does that too. And you'll lose a note if it does that. All right, cool. Let's find a better sound. Is there a good one in Vital? Okay, I want to go over to my notes and write down the chords that I wrote just so I can remember what I did, and I can make sure I'm always in the right key while I'm making the other melodic instruments. G minor 7, C minor 7, F7, E flat, major 7, A, diminished 7, D7, go. Let's find a bass sound. It'll just go back to Vital again and see if there's something somewhat soft in here. Yeah, it sounds good for now. There we go. I'm liking this bass line. Now's a good time to take a break. Today's video is sponsored by Doodleheimers. Get all your boodle bops and klingles down at Doodleheimers. Check out their website in the link below, where you can receive a coupon from me for a free Bartledy. Back to the video. I just pulled in this drum loop. I want to see how this fits in here. See if this sounds good with the keys and bass that I've got. That's not bad. I wonder, I got a couple ideas now. Let me take the lows out of this. I kind of just want it for the ride cymbal. Okay, let me start bringing in my own drums. Let me mute these and play in a drum groove real quick, just to kick and snare, and then I'll blend in that ride cymbal into it. Cool. I don't know if I love those drum sounds though. I'm gonna keep that and mute it so that I can still have it later. But let's go up here, pick a different drum kit. Okay, I've got this lead melody that I just played in, and I'm going to find a better instrument for it. It's like in Surge. Like a soft kind of gliding lead. Let's get some more drum elements in here, some more percussive stuff. Okay, yeah, this is feeling jazzy for sure. I think I need another part where the chord progression is different. Okay, that sounds good. Let's actually double this and change the way it happens the second time. Bass. This is sounding good. I want to layer these keys with, I think, a piano. What if I just play the first and the fifth? Pull this down. Delete the other notes around it. Holy moly. I just got another idea. Hold on. Okay, let's work on these drums. Put them all in a group. And then I want to send this out to bus 3 and put a reverb on it. I feel like these drums need to be in a room. Give them a little more life, a little bit of space on them. Okay, on this reverb send, I'm going to put soft tube saturation knob. And I'm not going to go very high with this. I just want a little saturation. So this will turn yellow when it's really hitting it. I don't even want it to turn yellow. I just want a tiny bit. Then I want to take some lows out of the reverb. I don't want their low rumbling going on any weird low frequency stuff. And then I'm also going to send this over to bus 4. Send this out all the way and put trash on this. Create a new track for this and call it drum trash. Add muscle, bring that down a bit. Let's just solo the drum trash channel. It seems like this plugin, this specific patch has so much going on that it's just bogging down my computer. So I'm going to bounce this in place. There we go. Turn off the power to that channel. All right, let's lay this out. All right, this is sounding really good. I'm going to go do some mixing, put some final touches on it, and we'll be back to listen to the finished product. Well, I think I've successfully made a jazz rap beat. Let me know in the comments below if I succeeded in doing so or if I totally failed. The jazz elements that I was able to fit in are definitely in the chords and the melodies. And then that ride cymbal, I feel like, is definitely something that would come out of a jazz song. Let me know if you enjoyed today's video. Let's listen to the beat. Hey, put down in the comments below the name of the little man that sneaks into your garden every night and steals all of your fruit. Mine's named Carl. He's about 8 inches tall. Wears little black shoes. He wears his hat sideways. No t-shirt. I don't know why. Runs warm, I guess. Let me know if this has happened to you.